Good evening, bookies. My name is Hannah, and today we are doing a book haul that I didn't make an intro for. And as promised, we're going to quickly do my little book haul. Most of these, I believe, are fairy tales or fairy tale retellings because I love that stuff. I don't even think most of them are. I think 2 of them might be. We'll see. But I'm super excited to show you guys these books because for some reason, I know I just got a lot of new books and I was super excited to get those new books. But I was stalking the UPS guy for these books. I was so excited for them. So let's get to it. If you follow me on TikTok, Heckyeahbooks, you already know what books I'm about to show you. But if you don't have a TikTok, which is fine, or you don't follow me on TikTok, which is fine, I'm gonna show it to you. So the first one I have is The Falconer by Elizabeth May. This is about a girl who is she's an aristocrat, she's very popular, and she's stunning and beautiful, but she has a secret or a special ability where she can see the Fae. And since her mother was murdered, she kind of becomes this warrior who protects people and humanity from the Fae. And it just sounds super interesting. Apparently she's an inventor. A lot of people have actually said a lot of good things about this book, so I'm super excited about it. It's small. It's the only paperback I bought, which is weird because I usually try to go for paperback. So the next one is A Song of Wraiths and Ruin by Roseanne A. Brown. This is about a boy named Malik who is moving to a different city in the desert with his sister when she is kidnapped, and the only way that he can get her back is by killing the princess of that city. So he enters this competition where the princess is trying to find a man to marry because her mother just got assassinated and she wants to bring the mother back to life, but in order to do that she needs a king's beating heart. So Malik ends up winning the competition, and so he's on the hunt to kill the princess and the princess is on the hunt to kill him. It sounds amazing. The minute I heard about this went into my Amazon cart and I bought it. Plus the cover is just gorgeous. I think it's beautiful. I don't even know what it looks like under. Oh, it's green. Oh my god, it's my favorite color. It's like my favorite color of green. So the next book I have also is a new release, and I've also seen it all over BookTok and BookTube. I've seen this book everywhere. So I was like, oh, what's it about? And I read about it and I was like, okay, sold. So this is Star Daughter by, I'm never going to pronounce it right, Sveta Thakrar? I'm so sorry. I'm sure I pronounced that wrong. But this is about a girl who is half star, half human. And she's had to hide this secret from everybody because, people can't know that she's half star, even though she can feel the stars calling for her. But when she turns 17, she accidentally burns her father with the starlight or something like that. And the only way to heal him is to get a full-blooded star to heal him. So she has to go up to where all the stars are, where her mother is, and ask them to heal her father. But in order for them to agree to do that, she has to enter this competition. It sounds amazing. The cover, again, is gorgeous. I love this cover so much. She's so pretty. Haven't looked underneath. Okay, it's just black, which is fine, with gold letters. I'm gonna love this. I'm gonna love about this book forever, I think. It's probably one of my new favorite covers. So I think I said in my last book haul that a lot of the books I bought that time had kind of like an underlying theme. I don't even remember if I really said that. Maybe I thought about it. Maybe I said it. I don't know. I feel like it's kind of the same thing with most of these where it has to do with like true love or murder. The only one that doesn't include is Star Daughter so far, but you'll know what I'm getting at later. But the next book I actually got it because 1, the cover's pretty, and 2, it sounds like a super interesting story. This one also has to do with true love. So it's Bone Criers Moon. I love this cover. I think it's so pretty. I don't know why. I love covers like this now where it's like, I won't say they're illustrated characters. I think it's beautiful. I think covers like this are beautiful. So there's this one that I'm thinking about, Star Daughter. She's obviously gorgeous. Songs of Wraith and Ruin, she was actually a real model. She's gorgeous, but to keep up with what I'm talking about, I feel like I don't own any. I mean, I guess you could say Air, Fire, and Throne of Glass, they have it. Crescent City, but like how it's that pretty animated one. Animated, why do I keep saying that? Illustrated. I cannot sprechen. The Guinevere Deception has it. Maybe I just love beautiful women. Maybe. Maybe that's it. Anyway, so Bone Crier's Moon, I think the cover is really pretty, but now I'm going to describe what it's actually about. This is about a girl who wants to become a bone crier, someone who ushers the dead and protects humanity from the dead. They usher them to the underworld, or it's something, Ilara's Night Heavens, or Tyrus's underworld. But in order to become a bone crier, she has to kill her true love. Conveniently, her true love just so happens to be a guy whose father was killed by a bone crier, and he wants to get revenge for his father. It seems to work out. I'm into it. I'm really into it. The cover does not help. So the next book I have also has another beautiful cover. You'll see it in a moment. The reviews for this aren't great. I think the highest was a 3-star, which is fine. I don't really go by reviews because a lot of books that people don't like, I actually like a lot. But I bought this book because it's a retelling of Princess Bride. So it's The Princess Will Save You by Sarah Henning. This is, again, a Princess Bride retelling where the princess has to choose between marrying a prince in an arranged marriage or losing her crown. And in order for her to really choose the prince in the marriage, the prince's guards or something like that, still her true love, the stable boy, and she has to go out and rescue him. I love the switch on like the stereotype that like she's a damsel in distress and she's gotta rely on everybody else. This is literally titled The Princess Will Save You. I love it. Also, the cover is another one of those gorgeous illustrated covers. Okay, so the next book I have doesn't have any faces on the cover, which is fine because I still think this cover is very pretty. Why am I talking so fast? Slow down. I bought this book because someone said it had representation of the LGBTQ community. And I was super interested. The cover is gorgeous. The book came to me damaged, which is like awful, but not enough for me to complain about. But the book is Girls Serpentthorne. Now in the blurb, it actually doesn't say anything about it being LGBTQ, which is fine. But this is about a princess who has poison touch, and her twin brother is getting married, and she has to make the choice to leave the shadows and be part of the community even though her touch kills people, or not. And she also wants to go down to a dungeon where a demon in the dungeon apparently has all of the answers to her like questions. The cover is beautiful. This book actually isn't as thick as I thought it would be. So on the back it says, "The queer, good monster book of my dreams." That's the only time I think it says anything where it might be LGBTQ. That's fine though. I'm really interested in it. It sounds like a fairy tale. I actually think I put it in my TBR jar as a retelling or fairy tale, which is fine. But man, this cover is gorgeous. The book sounds amazing and I'm excited for it. So the next book I have actually recently also just came out, and a lot of people like this book also, and it's Set Fire to the Gods by Sarah Rosh and Kristen Simmons. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. The reason I picked this up because someone described it, Avatar: The Last Airbender with Gladiator. And I love Avatar: The Last Airbender, and I love Gladiator. And like, I read the premise of it and I picked it up. So this is about, I guess, each person follows a god. Each god has followers who can control the elements. And so our main character, Ash, can apparently control fire, or has the power to influence fire. She enters this gladiator game in order to get revenge on her mother who died in the gladiator game. Wow, that's another theme. A lot of dead parents. A lot of assassinated parents. Hold up, wait a minute. 5 out of the 7 books I've shown you so far have a parent who died by assassination or other means. Anyway, so she enters the gladiator competition in order to avenge her mother's death. Well, Maddock, it says he has a mysterious power that has not been seen in a long time. So something happens with Ash's revenge plot, and it accidentally gets the gods mad at each other, the earth god and the fire god, I suppose, and in order to resolve the whole problem, they have to do the gladiator games, and Ash and Madoc are both thrown into it. I really did bad explaining this, but it sounds so good. Alright, so the next book I have, I actually bought one of this author's other books in another book haul, my last book haul, and I actually only grabbed this one because it sounds equally as interesting, and I think the cover is gorgeous. So I bought A Sorcery of Thorns, oh, just Sorcery of Thorns, there's no A, by Margaret Rogerson. This is about a girl who was raised in like a library learning all the history and like protecting the grimoires that try to escape are super dangerous down there. And one day, I guess, one of the grimoires, the super dangerous ones, escapes, and she is blamed for it and has to go up to trial to prove her innocence. But in order for her to do that, she actually has to ask the help of a wizard sorcerer. That makes sense. And I guess she ends up discovering like an old conspiracy or something, but I guess she slowly starts to fall in love with the sorcerer, and like usual, I'm here for it. Finally, we have The Shadows Between Us by Tricia Levenseller. This is kind of the same plot of Song of Wraiths and Ruin. Can't believe I already forgot that. So this is about a girl who has the plot to marry a man called the Shadow King, who I guess can control the shadows around him, marry him, kill him, and take his kingdom for herself. So it's nearly the same, not nearly, but it's got the same general plot to it as the Song of Wraith and Ruins, but this sounds amazing. Again, it's a kind of small, but that's fine by me. Sounds so good. I'm excited for it. I'm literally going to sit down and read after this. I'm not going to get on my Switch. I'm not going to get on my laptop. I'm not going to watch Criminal Minds. I'm going to read tonight. That's it for this book haul. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you guys next time.